still not a great shot, but it's playable. Hey guys, David Folk here with Hardy Greaves Golf Shops, and today we have the Callaway Big Bertha irons that we're going to be demoing out here at Falcon Crest Golf Course and the Freedom Course. We got a real on-course review coming at you, as well as some real ball data. Let's go putts around. Hit the ball! Boom! So let's get into a little geek speak here about the Big Bertha irons. It has its exo cage construction similar to the Fusion driver that we'll be talking about soon. It has a little bit of a thicker sole, a little bit of a thicker top line here, and lots of offset. I actually don't feel like it's that much bigger than the Steelhead XR irons, to be quite honest with you. But the exo cage construction allows Callaway to move the weight off the face and lower to help them get the ball up in the air for the super game improvement crowd that needs this club. Let's give this a hit on the course and let's see how she goes. All right, we're out here at the Falcon Crest Golf Course, hole number 2 on the Freedom Course. We're going to give the Big Bertha a try. Looking down at the ball here, I do like the black finish. I've played with these kind of clubs before. I like the way it looks. The bottom of the club is not going to get too marked up because it does have a little bit of a satin finish down here. It does have a healthy amount of offset, as well as a thicker sole and a little bit of a thicker top line than the Steelhead. So that's a little different than my initial impression. Let's give this a hit. Let's see how she flies. Ooh, I hit it real well. Man, that's a high launching ball. Right in the middle of the green. No draw whatsoever. I think that's going to end up pretty well. Let's go check it out. All right, here is my ball right there. There is the pin. You can see I just hit it just a little too far. I'm just off the back of the green there. It actually, like I said, was a great shot. Flew really high. Was coming out on a downhill pin. I'm just not sure if I just caught it super well, maybe just a smidgen of a flyer. I don't think so. I think I actually just caught it really, really well, and it just took off on me. So that actually was a great shot. I felt like it was straight as a string. Felt loud and good off the face. Like it was hot. It was definitely going to take off. So let's go give that another try on hole number 3, the 3/4 swing hole, a par 3, and see how she goes. All right, out here at hole number 3. This is 165 out today. White flag in the middle of the green. We're gonna give the Big Bertha a hit, see how she goes. Oh, I caught that terribly. Caught that on the toe, chunky. I'm gonna have to hit another one. Caught that on the toe again. Run ball. Bounced in the rough a little bit. Run onto the middle of the green. You can see where I caught that. I caught that on the toe, so it wasn't necessarily a great shot, but better than my first one, obviously. Let's go take a look, see where it ended up. All right, you can see where the Big Bertha first shot ended up. You know, not too far away, maybe 25 yards away from the pin. I don't think that's a terrible shot considering it was a big duff with a toe hit. Still not a great shot, but it's playable. All right, we're out here at the Big Bertha. You can see a little long, even though I hit the rough, which was surprising. I mean, it tells you how much spin this club does not have when it comes to checking up. The fact that I hit in the rough, bounced on, rolled all the way off of the green, that's how one way they're going to get more distance out of this club is producing less spin. So 3/4 swing, decent flight, but not a great stopping power. Again, not the best strike in the world, but still from the front of the green all the way to here, on such a poor strike still doesn't warrant that kind of result. So let's go try it again here and see how it turns out. Out here with the Callaway Big Bertha, hole number 4. We're about 200 yards out again. Just thinking that it's gonna fly just a little bit further than my typical 7-iron. Let's give that a try, see how she flies. We caught it real thin, drawn around, sit, hit the front of green, and rolled over. Let's go see where it ended up. Hopefully not in the water. So you can see I am alive, but that would be determined to be unplayable. There's the pin. I hit it thin, bounced up there. Not a great shot, obviously, by any means, but still I feel like it went the distance I was looking for, even on a thin shot. So that's something to be said on that one. Let's go check out that dry ball data to show you what I'm talking about. And looking at the dry ball data for the Big Bertha irons, we can see right off that the ball speed is 128 and my club head speed is 94. The ball speed is a little faster than my typical shot is by about 4 miles an hour, 4 or 5 miles an hour or so. And the launch angle is 18.8, which is really surprising for a game improvement club. I would have expected it to launch super high, as opposed to actually one of the lower launching shots that I've had on there. The backspin is 5,600 RPMs, which is actually a little higher than I was anticipating. I figured with so much weight in the back and lower center of gravity, it would just launch that sucker straight up in the air with no backspin. So that was surprising to me. Had a little bit of a draw at 6 yards offline, and then it carried 195, which is about 5 yards longer than I typically carry my 7-iron. So it has a little bit more length, and that's due to the ball speed. But really, looking down on it, I was actually pleasantly surprised that it wasn't like this big billy club chunk of a club sitting down by the ball. It actually had a very pleasant look for being a super game improvement club. And the results show that they're actually not too bad. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of misses one way or the other. I mean, I had a couple of pull draws at 22, 29 yards to the right, but overall, I mean, that's actually a pretty consistent club. It goes a little bit longer than I would expect, but I think that'd be an easy adjustment to make. Let's get back to the course and see how the reviews go. All right, out here at Falcon Crest, Freedom hole number 5. We're gonna do the rough test. Get her in the rough there. Gonna be hitting the Big Bertha, 200 yards is right over there. Let's give this a try, see how it goes. Caught a little hefty, but I think that was a flyer. Actually caught it just a little bit high. Ended up in the bunker and took off. So I'm gonna say I caught a flyer on there. Let's go up there and take a look. All right, Big Bertha, you see I ended up right here. There is the pen over there. Not bad, actually. I did catch that pretty high on the head, like I said. I did catch a little bit of a flyer on that. I landed in the bunker, kind of at the end of the bunker here, right around one of those pitch marks over there, and then rolled out. So not a lot of spin, obviously, with a flyer. It basically just took off like a rocket, knuckleballed on me, ended up over here. So out of the rough, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how well that managed that. So if you guys are looking for some forgiveness from a super game improvement club, the Big Bertha is definitely a club I put in that mix for you to give you that forgiveness out of any type of lie, especially the downhill in the rough lie that I just demonstrated. Overall, the Big Bertha wasn't as big of a billy club as I was expecting. It actually had a thinner top line and a thinner sole than what I would expect from a super game improvement club like the G series or something similar to that, the JPX Easy, you know, that has that big massive shovel for a sole. This actually isn't too bad. The Exo Cage does promote a lower center of gravity because you can take the weight and move it down to the bottom. I definitely have seen that. that does get the ball super high in the air. So if you guys are struggling with getting the ball up, this is definitely a club that's going to help you with that as well. It does have a chance for flyers, as you saw just recently. You might catch that, so it's going to be careful to watch out for that. But if you guys are looking for an easy up, easy out club, that's no real footprint compared to the others in the super game improvement category, I think this is something that you definitely want to try and put in that mix. So let me know if you guys have this. Do you guys tried it out? If that's the club you guys are looking for, what are your thoughts on that? Go ahead and put those in the comments. As always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. YouTube likes that. And chat with you next time. I'm gonna have to hit another one.